while I try to get this camera set up. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another live. I told you, next time y'all see me, I might be on the plane. Or I might be traveling when I do the next live. There is no stop. Just keeping the grind going. We just landed in Panama. It's a connection I have from Tampa to Panama. That was like a 3-hour flight. And then I got another flight from 12:15, something like that, probably like 2 hours. In like 2 hours we should be taking off, so I got a little bit of time. You know, our live gonna last about 15, 20 minutes. And I'm like, yep, perfect time to shoot a video, perfect time to tap in with you guys and keep that live going. Let you know that it doesn't matter where you at, every single day we're gonna be going live. And it kind of sucks with this airport. If you ever come to the Panama airport, there is only a 1 hour use of the internet per device, I believe it is, or per email. I don't know if you can keep switching up the emails or when it picks up your IP address, it'll keep making you use the same one. I'm not sure. This is my first time. It's not my first time, but I've been through here enough to know that's how they do things, which is whack. But you only get an hour of free Wi-Fi, and then after that, you gotta pay $5, and you gotta go to like one of these stands and get like a chip or something like that and pay for Wi-Fi while you're here in the airport. I mean, I guess that's capitalism at its best. People gonna need that Wi-Fi when they travel. I don't care what you're doing. You're gonna need that Wi-Fi when you're traveling, and to have to pay for Wi-Fi in the airport is wild. I know y'all trying to make some bread, but I gotta pay you for Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi should be free, universal around the world. There's no way I should be paying for Wi-Fi in the airport. You're just gonna give me a little taste with an hour's worth, and then you're gonna take it away from me. But that's how it is. That's the way it be sometimes. It's all good. A life. My goodness, man. You know, being a pro and traveling and stuff like that, you think when you first started off, like you think that this will always be the best. Even in the bad situations, it's the best. When you're starting out your new career and you're going different places and you get these different jobs and you're traveling and all that, it's always so great. Even when you have a bad team, bad situation, you don't care. Because you know, I'm playing basketball for a living, traveling for a living, you know. What else more can I get? What more else can I ask for? I'm traveling Panama, Brazil, Uruguay, China, traveling all these places, man. And you would think, man, it's a dream. It is. It's dope. I would say that it's definitely dope to be playing basketball in a whole bunch of different countries and places. However, once you get many years into this and you start seeing those people that you love grow up and living their lives, you start to be like, bro, is this like the time that you put into this? It starts to weigh on you. It starts to weigh on you for sure, because I got a daughter, she's 9 years old, and I gotta sit here and watch her cry as I leave. You know what that does to a man's soul? You know what that does to a man's soul? He said, you know what, I've been playing 10, 12 years, my daughter's 9 years old, so almost all of her entire life, all she knows is that I'm going to leave. And then sometimes she's okay with it, but then when the older you get, and you're spending holidays, and you're spending like these times, and you don't have your parent there with you, and you have to see them leave, like it's cool with family and stuff like that, but when you gotta sit there and watch your daughter crying as you leave, you signed up for this. That's the part people don't tell you about when you're playing. When you get good, and you start making money. See, the thing about this game is, you start getting good, you start making money. People start signing you, taking you to different teams. Everybody wants a piece of it. Everybody wants to take you to different teams. They want you to play for their team. But not everybody can go with you. A lot of times, a lot of your family can't go with you because the lifestyle is so sporadic. Right now, I'm living inside of a hotel room for the next 7, 8 months. I can't bring my people to live with me in a hotel room with a one bedroom. You know what I'm saying? With a one bedroom. When you post the highlights and you see all the stuff and games and stuff, yeah, it's fun. But when you start looking at your family in the eye, like I said before, I started seeing my mom. She started getting sick. She starting to get sick. Just random sickness, because just with age and stuff, things start happening. Out of your control. They start happening out of your control. You got to adjust and pivot to how you're going to assess that. What do you want to do about that? How you move forward with, with family and situations. I'm looking at my cousin. He telling me I love you, cuz, before I leave, and it's like for some reason the way he said it this time, it just hit a little bit different. It hit a little bit harder. That I love you, cuz, hit a little bit harder this time. I hit a little bit harder this time. And I don't know, maybe it's because, you started really paying attention to where you are in life. For me, I've worked my whole life to be a pro basketball player. And now that I am, I've done it for 10, 11 years, 12 years, and I'm like, you tired of saying goodbye? We get tired of playing goodbye. I'm not doing no dare, bro. I don't know. I'm having a conversation right now. You can go somewhere else, some other stuff. It's just to put the reality of where you at in this game. Whenever you get into this game, whenever you get in your path, whenever you start grinding, whenever you start your journey, them goodbyes become a little bit tougher. Saying goodbye becomes a little bit tougher each time, especially during the holidays time. Man, especially during holiday time, it's tough. I know men they like to act like, nah, I'm straight, and I'm tough, and I'm used to it. You don't get used to that, bro. I'll tell you this right now, I have not gotten used to watching my daughter cry as I leave to go not see her for 6 months. That is not something to get used to. That is not something to get used to. All I can do from this is learn from it and try to figure out ways that this doesn't be our entire life. This is just a part of our life. Part of our life right now is daddy gotta go work. So he got to do. In order to make a better life for us, and I know everybody always say that, it sounds cliche-ish and stuff like that, but I have a career job, not at the desk at the crib. My life is different. The life of overseas basketball is completely different from any other job. It has its perks, it has its ups, it has its downs. Everybody got to go through their situation with their career. This is mine. But this is what I signed up for. This is what it's crazy when you work so hard for something so long and you have it. Like we're first place on my team. We're the best player on my team statistically, as far as averaging the most points and rebounds. I'm second in the league in rebounds. My team leading scorer. My team's in first place. So you look at all this stuff, like all the work that you work for, and it's showing that it's paying off. Yet you still feel a hole. You still feel a hole. You still feel that emptiness because only that can be filled with family, true purpose. True purpose for me in my life is elevating my family. That's my true purpose. So do I have to sacrifice now by traveling all around and stuff like that and leaving them behind in order to one day take them with me? Yes. I mean, that's my goal, is to fly my family out. One of my goals and wishes is to build a business that's able to fly my entire family out to any country that I'm playing in. Whatever country I'm playing in, and we're like in the playoffs, I want it to be a live game, like in the playoffs or something like that, and just fly my whole family out. Fly my high school coach out, fly my best friend out, fly everybody out. The only two people I think I've flown out is, the only person I've flown out other than my daughter and her grandma is my mom for her birthday. I flew her out. That was years ago. That was probably 10 years ago. That was probably 10 years ago. That was for her birthday. You know, that was just, earlier in my career, I didn't have as much responsibility. You know, but that's my career goals. Before I'm done, before I hang it up, I gotta fly everybody out. For like the whole playoff series, not just one game, but the whole series to take care of like everything. You know, this is what I signed up for. I want great things in my life, so you have to go take the road and what it takes to be great. A lot of times people who are great in their own right, they always have to get up, they always have to leave. They always got to leave and go on some mission, some journey, where they got to go find themselves and become something in order to come back to the people. Everybody has to take that journey. The people who have that calling inside of them, they know that something is different for them. They know there's a change. They know they're meant for something bigger. You always have to go take that journey. You always have to go take that walk. You have to go follow that path. And it hurts like a bit. It hurts a lot of times. You just gotta take that. That's yours. That's your pain. Somebody gotta be the one that's gonna take everything for other people to succeed or other people to have get ahead. I come from a family, my first generation into America. Ain't nobody rich. Nobody talked about being rich and wealthy and building a dynasty, a kingdom, and stuff like that. Ain't nobody come from that. I'm the first one. And nobody talked about being the one. You're like, what do you mean the one? The one that changes everything in your entire family. Are you that one? Are you that one? I feel like if anybody who ever tunes into the channel, they all gonna have that calling towards them. You know, one day being the one or the one's journey. Because that's all I speak about on this station, on this frequency that we come in here is all about becoming that person that you know that you have to be. Not who you want to be, but who you have to be. You know, ignoring all the haters, ignoring all the crazy comments of people who always try, all those are distractions. We're here to be great. We're here to be the one. Who cares how much it hurts? Who cares how much you feel about it? What you think about it? We're here to be the one. We're here to grind. We're here to figure it out. Because everybody is not, it's not that it's not possible for them. That's not their journey. If you choose to here, this is your journey. To walk this road. Ignore all the distractions. To ignore all the hate. To ignore everything that is not get you closer to being that person. That's it every single day. That's the thought process. It's constant planning, constant preparing. More so your mind and your body, and it all ties into one. But that's the journey that we must take. This is the frequency that we must align with, tune into, tap into, enhance. This is the frequency that we must enhance in our life. Only if you choose to. Only if you choose this road. So, like I said, I'm in Panama, traveling through. Wanted to stop here and make a quick video. Y'all can see and hear all of the commotion going on. I am sad to be leaving, but I am happy to be going back. Sad that I have to leave my daughter and my family and friends and short trip, but happy as hell I get to go back and do what I do love to do, which is play basketball and build something and fight for a championship. Because at the end of the day, I am a competitor. I'm a competitor at life. Life is my competition, and there's no other great competitor than the person that you have from the person that you're trying to be, fighting to be that person. And you know who's trying to stop you every single day? Life. It's trying to stop you every goddamn day from being that person, to getting bills, sadness, death, taxes. Everything is here to try to stop you. It's like that movie. Remember that movie with Will Smith and his son? He was like, this is Earth. Everything here is designed to kill you, to stop you. Everything is designed to try and stop you. Everything on this planet and life is here is trying to stop you. You got too many school. Your freaking car might break down. You get sick. You get hit with unwanted bills, divorce, kid problems, like, and all this could be in 2 days. All this could be in 2 days. That's all right. Because that's the fight that we get up and fight every single day. You got to fight that every day. And the fight starts here. It starts in the mind. It starts in the mind. Do not deter. Do not defer. Do not be dismayed. For the journey is long and is not made for the swift, but to the bold and those who keep going and keep fighting. We will arrive. We have arrived. We must first arrive in our life. Everything that we choose, want, believe, and aspire to be starts here first. Because we signed up for it. Listen, that's all I got, man. I'm finna go get on my other flight, find my gate, chill out, use up the rest of this little bit of Wi-Fi, and I'm out.